Hi, it's Miss Pritzel at the Appleton West Library, and I am book talking a horror dystopian book. So it falls into the sci-fi realm, but I can see it's definitely horrific. So it's called The Getaway, and the author is Lamar Giles. So this is set in a not too distant future where climate change has impacted the world, such coastal as areas like the East Coast and the West Coast. You know, a lot of that is underwater now, and there's food shortages and everything. So there's like just a lot of things are in chaos because of it. So the Getaway is a place called Karloff country. And people feel very fortunate if they happen to get a job at Karloff country. So all of our main characters are children of people at Karloff country. So Karloff country is like Disney World combined with the Universal Studios theme park, and yet it's self-sustaining because it's got its own electrical plant, it's got its own food, grows its own food, and raises its own livestock. It's this really expensive resort. So once again, there's chaos in the outer world, but people at Karloff live reasonably well. So our main characters are Jay, Connie, Zeke, and Shell. They are all African American. Jay's father works in the business department. Connie's dad is a world-class chef who works at like the most exclusive restaurant at one of the hotels. Zeke and his dad are like maintenance engineers, so they keep the rides and everything running. And then Shell is the granddaughter of Karloff. It's Shell Karloff. So she is one of the Karloffs. But her mother's white, her father was black. She's never really known her father. And her grandfather has made no, and even sometimes her mother have made no bones of the facts like does not fit in with them. So there's a lot there. So these four friends, like I said, we're living in kind of a post, not quite apocalyptic, but it is going to that. Like I said, food shortages and everything in the outside world. So where does the horror come in? Well, things start to get even worse in the outside world, and things happen at the park, and things totally change at the park. It's really hard. Like, I enjoyed this book, but it's really hard to tell you too much without giving it away. So let's just say the people who are like so happy and feel so lucky that they got jobs in Karloff country are now like, oh my goodness, how do we get out of this place? And if we get out of this place, is the outside a better place to go? So it devolves. So like I said, it's science fiction in that it's a slightly future dystopian world, but the things that start to go on at Karloff land and the things that you realize have been behind Karloff land all along are kind of horrific. So it's not, there is some blood and guts in it, especially as you get later into the book. But I'd say that to me, it classifies as horror more for how horrific the situation becomes. They even in the book, I think they compare it to like the situation you're living through to Hunger Games. And I'm like, yeah, in a way it sort of is a little bit like that, but also there's a dark comedy to this backdrop of this like theme park Disney World type place and all the horrific stuff that's going on. I'm like, I thought it was interesting and entertaining, just very different. Like, I'm reading this like going, oh my God, this is like horrific, but yet you're at this theme park. so I think that just added an extra part to me. So okay, because Lamar Giles has written some mystery books. So this is actually the first book of his I've read, but now I know I want to read some more of his books. So I hope you might come in and check it out. Maybe you're a sci-fi dystopian fan, but maybe you're kind of a horror fan too. I think it could appeal to multiple different groups and the genres that they like. So once again, the title is The Getaway, because Karloff Country is the place to be. And the author is Lamar, Giles. So have a fantastic day and keep on reading.